Hello, I'm Patrick Ragains. I'm a self-published author of 2 books. I've published my first book, which is adult humor about our language, dedicated to George Carlin. I published it through Outskirts Press in 2015, and it's called Lexicon American Style. Last year I did a continuation of that book, a second book about our lexicon, Lexicon American Style 2. So they're here at the library and here in Kalamazoo, so check them out. Well, we'll start out with the fact that it's nonfiction adult comedy with a strong emphasis on our English language or vocabulary. It's our lexicon, our words, our names, our phrases, the stuff I find funny, confusing, frustrating, and then also stories about our American lifestyle. It's kind of self-therapy. I was in advertising for 25 years. And I started collecting all these words and phrases and just thoughts. And it was driving me crazy. I had a job where I was in a car and I just would think about these words and they would come up, and I finally just said, I've got to get them out of my head and I got to get them out somewhere. So I thought, why not write a book? And I started writing stuff down, and then I just had to organize it and figure out a way to have it make sense in a format. And that part was easy. Getting it all out of my head was the hard part. I think of Kalamazoo as being not necessarily a liberal town, but a progressive town. And some of my thoughts are pretty progressive. And some of the ways I look at things are. So I think this community would be pretty receptive to my book. I wouldn't say it's controversial, but some of the stuff is a little edgy. And there's some adult-only stuff in there. We're a college town, and so I think that students, who want to learn and laugh at the same time. I've even talked to professors about carrying my book in their classrooms for language, for either people, from another country trying to learn language, or for people trying to better their current use of English. I think that's this community is a good spot for my book to start. It's available to buy at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. My publisher was Outskirts Press, so it's OutskirtsPress.com. So those are the 3 venues. And then, of course, some of the local bookstores. I've got it at, here in Kalamazoo, I've got it Kazoo Books, Kazoo 2. I've got it at the Book Bug. They're very close to each other. And then downtown at the Michigan News Agency. So, yep, and they have both of my books. I like Kalamazoo because it's a small city. It's big enough that you can find something to do, but not so big that it takes you forever to get there, or we don't have the traffic congestion. I like where we're located. You've got a half hour to Lake Michigan. If you want to get to a bigger market, you've got Grand Rapids, 45 minutes. You've got Detroit, 2 hours, Chicago, 2 hours, Indianapolis, 3 hours, whichever way you want to go. And I really love the energy that the university brings. A lot of older people my age get all fussy about it, but I like it. I like it when school's in session and the kids are here. To me, it's a wonderful atmosphere. So that's why I like Kalamazoo. Got a big university in a small city, and it makes quite an impact. So it doesn't get lost, in a big city.